Aries, how you doing? So, Steve is like... So I'm in a strange hotel room in Australia, and I want to thank everybody for all your kind words and comments. I really do appreciate it. Things went from worst to worst to actually like fucking bad. So I was stranded at the drive-in, right? Stranded at the drive-through. I was actually stranded at a drive-through. Actually, I got dropped off at a fucking McDonald's and got told to make my own way in the middle of Australia. So I finally made it. Well, it was quite easy really after a while, but it was a very scary time obviously because I had fucking absolutely no idea where I was, and I was just abandoned on the side of the road with my suitcases and God knows what else. And I'm trying to just remain calm, just not you know. Fucking hell. But you'll have to excuse the state of my hands because I am literally in a hotel room waiting to get my flight, which is on the 22nd. So it's the 20th today. So I hope I'm not boring you, Aries, but a lot of you have been concerned, and I do appreciate it. It's been bad because Lilith is also present in Piscean energy, and that's been fucking... I actually think I've been quite calm. Well, I am very calm when I'm on my own. And I think everybody should just fucking be alone. Right. But, whoa, there you go. So you got the Five of Swords. We're not going to take those cards because I'm talking. But yeah, we're going to get on. So this is from the 20th, which is today for me, until the 31st. The Virgo reading, if you did watch that, that was recorded back at Stephen King's Misery. Right? Oh, so you want to go to sleep, do you? So you want to do your own thing, do you? The Thing. Stephen King's The Thing, right? Am I channeling? Stephen King's The Thing. You might feel like you're going to morph into some kind of fucking object or something. The object of someone's desire is what I'm picking up. And you did have the King of Wands, and the Devil actually turned up through the pre-shuffle. So, The Thing, right? You might actually... yeah, we'll see what happens through the cards. I don't really want to channel too much through that. That fucking Stephen King seems to be in my field of like I don't know. I just keep hearing misery. I've been in misery. I am miserable. What? Desirable and miserable is what I heard. Desirable and miserable. But I don't want to channel because, listen, please don't look too much. I'll give my experiences when I get home. So Aries, anyway. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, from the 20th until the 31st. I've actually done some personal readings face to face with somebody, and it was spot on, and the girl was so nice, and she was crying. So I'm actually not going to take those. I'm going to take that. Oh, the Two of Cups. I'm not going to take those because I was talking, but you did have the King of Wands and working hard. Sorry if you can't see these cards. Okay, it's a little bit strange at the moment. But you've got the Two of Cups. You did have the King of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Moon, and Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy, the Death card, the Moon. Okay, Six of Pentacles, but we'll see if they'll come out. But the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is where sometimes that we think that we are actual saviours in life. You know, we do. And it does mirror a lot of confusion. It really does. It mirrors and triggers. Triggers and mirrors. So you might be going through a lot of triggers, and you might have a lot of people returning from your past, or you might even be doing that yourself. And a lot of the times when you think that it's not you, it actually is you. The Two of Cups, in my experiences, are the most... because we do. You attract moths to a flame. And people need to be very careful when experiencing these kind of cards. You do. You really do. Because people say, oh no, it's love and it's everything else. It's not ever been that in my experience. This is a love that's felt, right? Metaphysically. This is before you meet the soulmate, okay? But actually fitting in to someone's head or someone's belief is fucking impossible. You can, when you're spiritually awoken, and you're that spiritually awoken, in my eyes, you will never fit in with someone's energy. You won't. They won't fit in with yours. You know, because this is like also when someone's still connected to the past also, is what I'm feeling as well. If someone has a lot of, like, say, what do we call baggage? You might have luggage, right? Do I have Aries in my chart? But luggage. If you have luggage and you're still connected, which you would be karmically to somebody else, well, I mean, I'm not, but, well, I mean, obviously something, but, if you have this card and you're connected with people that return through retrograde, that's going to fuck your life right up. That will fuck your life right up. It's best to probably meet people that are actually not spiritual if you can, but I don't want to go too much into that. But the Two of Cups. So the first most important card out, it's confessing. So some of you might want to confess something to somebody because it's pulling. It's a pulling energy where it's meeting you at checkmate. It's meeting you at checkmate. It's saying, okay, well, there's an opportunity here to actually understand something about you, Aries, not about anybody else. This card is a reflection of yourself, and it will always be about you. So if you're doing something too much, my advice would be stop doing it. Now, if this is a metaphysical connection that you first have with someone, trust me, that would feel absolutely hypnotic. It would. But then when you can meet on the physical, okay, you can actually fuck things right up because you'll never fit into like life being perfect. You might leave the light on, for instance. You might leave a light on while you're getting ready and someone would flip out for it. Or you might leave a shoe somewhere, something, and they don't like that. Trust me, things can be so fucking dynamic with people, it's unreal, And then you change that and you fit into their belief and what they want, and even that's not good enough either. Some people are not acceptant of mistakes, and this can happen through this because you can have a very warm underlining feeling for somebody, okay, but when you actually meet on the physical, it'll probably never be as perfect as what anybody thinks or lives in fantasy land of this connection that you can have with somebody where it can make you feel like the white picket fence and that life will be perfect. People fart, people snore. People have their own bodily things. People have their own life, And if you have this indicadent of like, well, I've lived on my own for so long, but now I have someone here, physical is different. Life's not perfect and people have their own thing. So you've got the Two of Cups, and a lot of you are going to say, yes, the Two of Cups. And that's good. Yeah, that's good for people. Because you'll understand something. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. But this can also be somebody new. This can also be somebody new that you meet, okay? Because a lot of times, right, when we don't fit in with a soulmate, we can meet a new person where Spirit will just give you a new person, okay? Now, because this is a projection also, a projection of fear and anxiety and panic and worry. Now, if it's an old soulmate, this is what that can be. A projection of fear, worry, love, not understanding what it really is, if it's an old person, okay? If it's a new person, it will be something that ignites, like a spark. It'll be a spark. Something I wrote a while back, right? But it will be a spark where you will feel this connection with somebody and you will start to experience sexual desire, warmth, feeling, love, and it can lead you into a metaphysical connection of illusion. It can, because it's put together for a reason unknown to you until you experience it. You have to go through that experience. Me, I don't give a fuck about fear, and I go straight forward. I do, and I like, fuck it, I'm there, but no more. But I'm there, right? I go on my path and I fear it, and don't fear it, and I go for it. You have to fight through fear, but it's a connection. But if it's a new one, it will be warm, loving feeling of a new person, okay? If it's an old person, it will be rejecting and response and anger and aggression, and it will be a case of rejection and a chance for you to look at things about you, of why you would fear such connection of love. Why would you? If you want it, you get it, you manifested it, you asked for it, and you wished it, and you got it. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to live in life and thinking that love is everything, 10:10 on the clock? Or do you actually come to the level of where, well, we need to meet, we need to talk, we need to say something? Are we actually speaking? Are we actually the same, or are we actually really triggering each other's fear and anxiety? Or actually, do we really love each other? Are we meant to be with one another on a mundane level? Or is it really just a metaphysical connection of confusion? Okay, that's the Two of Cups to me. That's somebody that's already turned around from their past now and is actually facing facts about something, that they are actually in a soulmate connection. And it can be very painful. It can be very painful because it gets you to understand through triggers of whether it actually really is you or them. And you can be in so much confusion. And you did have the Five of Swords that came out here. Through ego, when you're trapped in that situation, someone can really make you feel that you're to blame, or that you feel you are to blame, cross watchers, vice versa. But this card can make you feel you're going insane, and this card and the Five also can really make you feel like you are not worthy. You're not worthy of somebody's presence, of a presence that's around. If you meet on the physical and you get into a lot of arguing, they can make you believe that you're not worthy, that you're not a sensible human being, because it's something that they hate. This is a card of also projection. People can project so much fear if they're connected with somebody else outside of this card. Through retrograde and things like that, people can project so much fear from one to another, because what one does to one does to another. So it gets in someone's head. They project fear of all women are the same, all men are the same, all things are the same. 12 you had on the clock. So that's 3 and 3. All things are not as they seem. If somebody projects so much fear because they are connected with somebody else, and you are in cahoots with them, or you're talking with them, but you also have another interest, they can project and take on that behavior pattern, and they project it. This is a card of projection. It's a projection screen. What you see, what you feel, what you taste, and what you touch, and what you've done for a very long time is what you continue to do. And if you are continuing to be the same way, you've not learnt anything, and you will project that onto the new. Okay, you project the same thing onto the new, because you'll project fear, you'll project anxiety. If you've gone through a very traumatic experience with a soulmate or a past person, you'll project that onto the next person. You will. So you have to learn to release and let go and purge out fears, anxiety, understand things about yourself. Okay, very much so. Because these cards, this is your soulmate. This is you. This is the reflection of yourself, of what you will have a chance to look at when you can form separation, where fear can take over, where you will understand a lot of things about, is it me or is it you? Is it me? Is it you? Is it us? Is it them? We're all connected. We're all divinely connected, of understanding our own mind and our own belief system and our own culture. Some people get used to, everybody gets used to where they are and what they do, because you take it and you do it every day. Take it, giving, or take, or take, or take, or take. Society will teach you everything. A bad person will teach you everything also. Clarity will always come to your mind when you understand about release and letting go of fear, of knowing as, is it me or is it you? That could be hatred card too. Because it can be a hatred card too, because someone's still connected with somebody else. These are general readings. I would only ever really be able to tell you by talking to people and giving you a personal reading, and I'm going really cold. This can also relate to the High Priestess, because it's 2. So it can be a Piscean energy too. Okay? Maybe a Virgo energy, but more Piscean energy. 2 is a reflection of the truth. Okay? So is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is extremely intuitive, but she also holds secrets. This card holds secrets. Okay? Many desirable secrets. You know, a connection that you can have with somebody on the metaphysical and physical level, but I'm picking this up more of a physical, metaphysical connection at the moment. And there could be secrets that are being hidden, is what I'm picking up, because it's 2, and it's kind of telling me about the High Priestess, of where you do also have Piscean energy of things are not yet as they seem. Things not been disclosed to you, have not yet been revealed to you. You've not understood the truth about something yet. Now, if it's somebody new and it's a new connection, you've obviously not discovered it yet, and you're on your path of discovering fucking pain. Sorry, new people, but you will, you know. But it will teach you a lot about your spiritual path, you know, your investment of what you will be physically invested in on a mundane level, but spiritually. A calling and a path. Sorry, Aries, that's just one card. I haven't done a reading in ages either. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 20th until the 31st. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So we're going to take these cards because they're coming out. So you've got the 5 of Wands. There you go. So we'll get to these ones because of the camera. So you've got the 5 of Wands. Okay, the 5 of Wands. So I really do apologise about the camera. The 5 of Wands. Okay. But I've got to remain loyal to my subscribers and people, so I have to just make do. Sorry. So the 5 of Wands is a lot of internal conflict and battle, and I'm picking up it's a lot to do with family members too. I think that a lot of these are family members and people in your environment that are causing a lot of conflict. So if it's not, these are what I'm also definitely picking up is part of the mind of somebody's mind, where it's going around and around in circles because there's a lot of interference from other people. Now this can be society, people at work, family members, people that are just interfering and intervening into a situation. And I'm picking that up that some of them are family members, okay? And it can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius okay, so if you're cross-watching and you're thinking, but it's them and it's us and it's me and it's them and blah, blah, blah. Listen, you're all going to have fucking star signs all up in your shit, and you're going to have them Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Jupiter. And you're also going to have Vedic stuff. And you're going to say, yeah, but I don't even really know what all my full chart is and what their full chart is, and then the person that's connected to them before. And you're going to fuck yourself up, leave yourself into a confusion or delusional state. Right? You are. So please don't worry about star signs and things. Because this is what can cause a lot of conflict within yourself when you overdo something. Okay? So if you're worried and you're saying, but their family member standing in my way of this or whatever or blah, 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 blah. Okay, because I'm hearing someone going blah, 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 blah. Sing me a fucking lullaby. Sorry, that is what I'm hearing, Aries. It might be what you're saying. So there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here that's cutting out something that's been very... This is my eggshells card. So this is the Tower. So this is my eggshells card. Okay, now this is where something happened at home, or people say a foundation, right? Obviously, it's a foundation that was held within some kind of reflection of fear. Okay, and it was very fucking cutting, and the words could have been very, 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 very harsh to or from, because someone, not only one person, cut that out and said, fuck it, you know what, I'm out, I don't care, I'm out. Okay, then you also have, through this card also, of somebody, of the reason why this happened is because somebody didn't have equality and all they did was take. They just take. And what I'm feeling is like everything. So all you do is give, and all I do is take. So let me live, and make a brand new start. So you've got a brand new start. You've got the Ace of Pentacles coming up. It's coming up. Excuse me, Aries. But it's coming up. Okay, I'm coming up. I'm coming out tonight. So somebody's cut some bullshit out. They've like, listen, you are just way too much full of fucking conflict and fear and anxiety. And when I'm around you, you just, even when I feel this energy, some people are saying that it repulses me because you are full of conflict and fight. These, right, what I've learned through these, right, these are not major arcanas, okay, which means it can be avoided. These are serious fucking cards. These are serious cards. They might look like, oh, look, there's a few people having a fight. They're serious cards, whether they're major arcana or not, through my experiences. The Five of Wands is like where someone could literally be fighting, like literally fighting. This could be an abusive relationship or an abusive pattern that someone has in their head, and it goes over and over and over again. And I'm picking up like family, where like there's family and there's children involved, and somebody here has put a block, right? Now the reason why you don't block people, through my experiences, okay, somebody thought, okay, well, I'm really in love, right? And it went through such a traumatic experience that what they did is that they put so much fear in front of that, and they blocked the person, and then they told all their family members, and they told their children, so no matter what happened, they couldn't go back, right? But they were still locked into a soulmate situation. So they decided to block everything out, block everything within themselves, put family members all in between it and everything else like that, so there was no chance of me actually going back. So then why intervene? But they just kept intervening, arguing. But you can't go back. You've put so much stuff in front of you that you couldn't go back if you tried, and if you did, you would have to sacrifice fucking everything again. So why intervene? Okay, means you're codependent. Means that you're codependent, you know. So sorry, but I am a truth speaker, so I don't know who this is going to relate to, but these are true facts. They're true facts. So you put a block against yourself, and that's why it's best to always not do that. You know, not do that. So, but you know, when you're full of hatred and blame, and someone's really been fucking giving you shit, it doesn't matter whether people say, "Oh, listen, don't listen to the ego," and blah blah blah. You do, because someone hurts you that much through what they say and what they do. And what they say and what they do, sometimes it can't be took back, you know. So it's very important to keep your... I mean, I tried my best through mine to not actually respond, but I got told so much bad stuff that I actually had to say something, you know. And it wasn't really that bad, but I was just trying to get through... Oh, God. It doesn't matter. I'm coming out with my own shit. Sorry, Aries. But you see what I'm saying? Someone can like, because this is like abandonment. It's an abandonment fear, but it's also like abandoning somebody. You know, it could be children, or like literally abandoning somebody, cutting somebody out, or somebody needs to be cut out. This is where the Tower is a negative and a negative. That's what caused it, and what caused this fight was somebody was all in their fucking head. This is a head card, you know. This is also a truth card, and this is someone that's willing to accept fucking absolutely nothing but the truth. And this person would be a person that would just say, fuck it, I'm out then. I'm out. Do what you want. I'm out. Fuck off. I'm out. It would. You know, there's a lot of conflict here over this Two of Cups. So what you have after this, if this has already happened or will happen, you have a good opportunity that just arises out of nowhere. So through this, it means to me that you have an opportunity, if you want, to continue with the same person or the same thought or the same project or whatever it is that might be causing you a lot of confusion. You have an opportunity to do that, and what it could be over is fighting over a Taurus or a marriage. Okay, now this can be anything at work also that's to do with hospitals, okay, or mundane, anything where you would work with the public. That can be anything, because we see and do and touch and taste. We taste the food that people eat, so it can even be someone at a fast food restaurant that you could meet, right? But This is like anybody where you deal with the public or the public eye or a public figure or court, or it's to do with court law and children and separation and avoidance. But there is also an opportunity where here that you could meet a new partner, and it could be a Taurian energy or an Earth energy or any energy, it doesn't matter. But you could, okay? If it's a bad spin and what all this conflict is about, it's all about children, okay? And people standing in the way of a decision that you fear telling them, fear wanting them to know, or this card could represent hiding secrets about a Pisces because it's the High Priestess of 2, what we went over, okay, the 2 of Cups, okay? And you've gone over that, and there are secrets that are all held from family members and children. And there are also secrets that are being held probably at court to do with work or something, or where if you're planning a new project or anything like that, you're probably trying to keep it under wraps and keep it quiet so you can make your decision by yourself with a clear mind. This can also be a clear understanding of the truth, because it would be truth of an opportunity, regardless of whether it's the Pentacles, okay? Because it's offered to you. So the truth could well be offered to you through that, and it could be from a Taurus, or it could be from someone that you have a connection with, or you have a strong soulmate connection bond with, a trusting bond. But the trusting bond seems to be broken at the moment. There's a separation here where you're probably not together now. You're probably not together. Someone else, I'm feeling, stood in your way, but you would. You're spiritually awoke. You've gone through retrograde. It's been a fucking tough ride, right? And people are come back from people's pasts, you know. It gets you to understand more about trust. It does. It really does, you know. Can you trust yourself? That's the point. Never believe in me, believe in yourself. You know, that's what I always try to promote, is believe in yourself. You know, this is a belief system. This is a separation also because of someone's spiritual belief, and also what do you call it? Where they live. You know, where you live is not the same belief as mine. You know, we have structure where we are, or where I am, or where you are. You know, society has taught me a different way. Society's taught me a different way. That's what's not fitting in, because there could be distance, there could be travel, you know. So this is somebody's structure also that they've been, that they believe in, of their town, their city, their state, their country, you know. That's that also. There's probably a lot of conflict because there is distance, because of society beliefs, because of the unknown. This is a card of not perfection. You're never going to fit in with someone's society belief of their head, ever. You know, it depends how much love there is, but how much do you love yourself? How much do you respect yourself? You know, 2 of Cups. How much are you prepared to give or take? If all you want to do is take, well, you'll just get people that actually take from you. You will. Because what they'll take is a house or a home, or you'll lose it karmically, or you'll lose money, or something, you know, or they will, or have, and they're pissed. Some people have lost money, and they're pissed about it. Sorry. And they're pissed about it, you know, because it's fucked up their foundation. Somebody's took somebody's foundation away from them. They've took their stability away from them. They've took their mind from them, and it's caused conflict and fear, and someone doesn't fucking like it, and someone's lost out financially as well. Someone's lost out now, and they're trying to find a new opportunity in a new direction after gaining some kind of fucking array, like stability out of this, an array of energy that I'm feeling through this card. It's strange, it might be the light, but I'm feeling this as a cold energy here. And I'm feeling this 5 of Swords, this 5 of Wands as a warm energy, but It might be the light. So don't go off that one. Because this can also be a play fighting energy. But I'm not really picking that up. Now, if you've got children and they are having a lot of conflict, because this is like, as adults, listen, I've actually got more sense out of children than what I have adults. And I said that to people that I met downstairs. You know, as soon as I walked in, people realised I was a medium, and I suddenly started talking to loads of people. But, you know, one thing I said is that, you know, as adults, children actually make more sense. You know, this is like, right, you go and stand in your corner. Well, I'll stand in my corner and you stand in your corner and we won't talk. Because you're not prepared to give me what I want, and you're not prepared to give or budge in any way. So, time out, corners, you know. Well, I'll take your home from you. Well, I don't give a fuck. Yes, I do, because I've got children with you. Well, if I've got children, where are they going to live? Well, we need to go to court about it then. We need to literally go to court, or there needs to be counselling, or marriage counselling, or separation. But there needs to be a higher person that makes this decision, because at the moment, I don't think anybody could really make a decision, really. I think a lot to do with astrology, obviously, aligns us with a lot of fear and anxiety, right? So I would just calm down, try to calm down, and try to, like, when you're on your own is when you're really going to gain your own bearings through Two of Cups. You know, if you're with them and it's causing this much conflict, then that's because you're with them and because you can't fit into what they want and need. So you won't ever do that. You can't change somebody. You can in a loving manner, but you can't force them or tell them to be different. That's fucking unbelievable. That's illusion. You can't say, well, you've got to be this way and you've got to be that way and you've got to do this. Or, well, will you just get this and get that? You know? How can you tell someone that if you're an adult? You know? People try a lot to fit in with that, and even that ain't fucking good enough. You know? Even that's not good enough for some people. So, what we have here is a little bit of an array. So I'm going to go over to Patreon.